Make ready for war.
The Bible said that what you're going to hear what? Wars and rumors of wars. Okay? America just dropped the bomb on According to the Bible, we are headed for the Third World War. The Bible prophesied World War I, World War II, and World War III.
Distract you, man. Right? Don't let all these things out here distract you. Right? This is going to be the same thing next year, and the year after, and the year after that. Right? Until that missile come and drop off your head, man. Right? So let me get the book of Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Mashiach Yahawashi, giving thanks to the Father and the Abba by him. Right? So everything we do in word or deed, we coming out of the scriptures, man. Right? We coming out of the Most High Yahweh. Right? And not that white dude you call Jesus, man. Right? The letter J wasn't created till the 1500s? Right? So you know his name was different from that. Right? His name is Yahawashi, right? Give me that. The book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Right? And I know y'all heard that before. The day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. Right? The day of the Lord gonna come like a thief in the night. Right? You ain't gonna know when it's coming. Right? You don't set up shop to be like, oh, that thief coming today. Right? Oh no, he about to come next week, so I'm gonna set up today. It's gonna come when you least expect it, man. Right? So keep reading. In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt. The elements shall what? Shall melt. The elements shall what? Shall melt. How are the elements gonna melt? How are the elements gonna melt, man? What weapon of mass destruction can melt the elements? Right, go ahead. With fervent heat. With what? With fervent heat.
Keep reading.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right? Keep reading. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. Right? Seeing then that all these things before you is going to be dissolved by that fervent heat. Right? All these things are going to pass away, man. All the things you're doing in this world is all going to pass away. But what's going to stand though? Right? Go ahead. What manner of persons ought ye to be in holy conversation and righteousness? Right? So what manner of person you going to be before all these things happen? Right? Before Russia and China team up together. Right? Then they team up with Iran. And then they drop a nuclear bomb in this place, man. Right? What manner of person are you going to be before that happens? Right? Because the Most High giving you the warning, man. Right? Before every great place was destroyed, the Most High sent out prophets and teachers to let the people know. Right? What they did with Noah? They sent out Noah. Right? They sent out Jonah. Right? But they didn't want to listen. Right? Let me get Matthew chapter 24. They didn't want to listen. You got a piece of cap?
Yeah. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 36. But in that day and hour knoweth no man.
Right? In that day and no hour knoweth no man. That's that thief in the night. You ain't going to know. Right? It can happen right now. It can happen tomorrow. Right? You're going to see something bright falling from the sky. What is that? 30 minutes later, you're going to know what it is.
No, not the angels of heaven, but the Father only. But as the days of Noah was.
But as the days of Noah was. Right? There's nothing new under the sun. Right? People be like, oh, that was biblical times. You are in biblical times, family. Y'all are in biblical times. Right? We in biblical times and y'all still don't know your biblical nationality. Right? So if I ask somebody there, what's your biblical nationality? They're going to tell me Christianity. They're going to tell me a religion. Right? If I ask you what's your nationality, you're going to give me two different continents. Africa and America. Right? If I tell you your nationality, you're going to tell me you're Jamaican. Right? Which means land of wood and water. But what nationality did God give you, man? Right? What nationality did God give you? Right? Go up.
Verse 37. But in the days of Noah was, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right? It says, brother, you heard that? It says, in the days of Noah, so the Son of Man's going to come. Right? The same exact way. Wasn't people dying in those days? Right? They don't want to hear, man.
For as in that day, they were, before the flood, they was eating, drinking.
They were doing what?
Eating, drinking.
What are we doing out here?
Eating, drinking.
What are we doing out here?
Eating, drinking. Marrying,
And giving into
marriage.
And giving into what?
and given into marriage.
So people gonna be getting married on that day, right? You know, y'all eating and drinking, but y'all don't know what's going on, man. We out here for y'all, right? You think we don't want to be out here having fun with y'all, right? But once we knew better, we had to do better, man. Right? Once we knew better, we had to do better, right? Who are we to get this knowledge and just keep it to ourselves and just lock it up in the chamber, man, or lock it up in our homes? Get on the internet and tell them, no, we got to come out here and let y'all know. Because T.D. Jakes ain't going to let y'all know. Joel Holstein ain't going to let y'all know. None of these Christian pastors going to let y'all know. Right? They got a church block on every corner right next to a liquor store. Right? This thing is all a setup. It's a game, man. Right? How you escape the game, man? How you get out the game? Jake be like, oh, I'm going to get out the game. But their way of getting out the game is just getting money and moving to a white neighborhood. Right? That's your way of getting out the game. How you really get out the game, man? Right?
Until the day Noah entered into the ark.
Noah entered into the ark, man. Y'all gonna be doing this until YASHARAHLA come back. Right? Who the word really calls Jesus Christ. What's going on, brother? You believe in God, family? You believe in the Bible? There's your family right here. You mind if I give me 5 minutes if you believe in God? Give me 5 minutes. Oh, so you don't believe in God? Alright, man. Alright, just know you are an Israelite according to the Bible, man. Right? You gotta wake up, man. Hey, what's going on, young brother? You believe in God? I see you looking. Right? Go ahead.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
They didn't know until the flood came, man. What's going on, brother? You believe it? You said shalom. What you doing out here, fam? Shabbat shalom? You know it's a Shabbat day? What you supposed to do on this Shabbat day, elder? Not this, elder. Right? Not eating and drinking and marrying. Right? Good.
And they knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
Right? You mean on Proverbs chapter 4, verse 2. Right? They didn't know until the flood came and took them all away. But it ain't going to be water this time. It's going to be fire. Right? It's going to be fire from the nuclear missiles. You're seeing it in real time right now. Right? You're seeing things brewing, man. Y'all hearing the wars and the rumors of wars, man. Right? But y'all distracted, man, by that turkey leg in your hand. Right? The turkey leg got you distracted. Right? Put the turkey leg down, man, and put the Bible in your hand, man. Right? Put the drinks down, put the blunts down, man, and start reading these words, man. Right? Because the church's been teaching y'all differently, man. Right? We came out here to give y'all the truth, man. Let me get Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Right? But y'all look at us like we strangers. What's going on, sister? How you doing? I don't want to make you nervous. Right? We all love you over here. Right? Do you believe in the Bible, sister? All right, let me ask you a question. What's your nationality? American? All right, so do your ancestors actually come from America, or were they brought to America? They were brought to America? Ah, Deuteronomy 26:8. Come on, sis, don't leave it. You was getting somewhere. You was walking with me. Right? Drop that, Salah. Go back to where you was at.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Right? Do we become your enemy because we tell you the truth, man? Hey, what's going on, brother? Right, you're part of Phi Beta Sigma, right? Right, you know the history of those things. You know the history of that symbol you're putting up, man? Right? That comes from the Boule, man. You gotta research that stuff, man. Right? Because that's a big form of idolatry, man. Right? We gotta understand what we got ourselves into. Right? They set the system up and we just playing the system, man. Right? Since the twerking ain't gonna get you nowhere either. Right? You twerking before the Bible, man. It's crazy. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 106 and verse 34. They did not destroy the nation concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen.
Right? They were mingled among the heathen. Right? And you don't see it too much today. You see a lot of our people out here today. But we still doing heathen things. Right? Selling shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster to each other. Heathen customs. Smoking the weed. Heathen customs. Right? We're doing heathen things, man. We learn these things from the heathen, but we didn't learn what God taught us, man. We need our heritage back onto us, man. Let me get Jeremiah 17:4. Right? We need these things, man. Right? We put our heritage down and pick the pork chops up. We put our heritage down and pick the weed up. Right? We put our heritage down and pick the fraternities up. Right? But what was your true heritage, man? Y'all have a special heritage in here, man. Let me get
Peter.
Come. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, and verse 4. Hey, brother, let me ask you a question. What's the heritage of a black man? What is the heritage? Is it shooting hoops, throwing the ball? Is that our heritage? Is that our culture? What's our real culture now? Let me know. I'm trying to figure it out. Huh? Pizza? Me too? Can I show you? Right, come on. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Do you believe in the Bible, brother? Come. What do you know about the Bible? Say it again?
I said not much, I was raised Muslim.
You was raised Muslim? Okay, what do you know about Muslims? No, it's all good. If you don't know, you don't. It's cool. We'll just keep it moving. Like as far as letting you know. But you know that in the Quran it tells you to refer back to the Bible, though, right? It tells you if you don't know something, you go back to the Bible, right? Let me ask you a question. You know the Prophet Muhammad, right? Right? What prophecy did Muhammad say would come to pass and it actually came to pass? Can you name me one prophecy that Muhammad said? So how is he a prophet? What is a prophet? Do you know? It's a messenger, right? That gives a message, or it gives out predictions as well, right? So Muhammad didn't give out no predictions. He didn't give out no message. All he did was regurgitate this and told you to go back to it if you don't understand, right? So you're getting secondhand information. Why not go to the source, brother? Right? Just because these Christian pastors out here doing all these things, the Christian pastors are wrong, but the Bible is correct. Right? They took the Bible and did what they wanted to do with it. They took the Bible and took advantage of our people. Right? So let me show you something real quick, all right? I'm going to show you a couple things. I know you got to go. You're on the way. Right, go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Right? So we know that the Bible is speaking to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm going to teach you that today. Right? This book was made by us and for us. For us, by us. Right? Go ahead.
That I gave thee.
Right? So the Most High gave us a heritage. That's why I asked you, what's our heritage today? Because you know this ain't the Most High's heritage. Right? When you look around, is this something that the Most High wants us to do? Right? I mean, it looks fine. Everything looks cool. You know, everybody hanging out, having a good time. But what day is it today? Saturday, right? What day of the week is it? What's the number? Is it the 7th day or the 1st day? It's the 7th day of the week. Because, you know, Sunday starts the beginning of the week, right? So it's the 7th day of the week. And what did God proclaim on the 7th day of the week? The Sabbath day, brother. You know about the Sabbath day? All right, we got a lot of things to go over. Yeah, I'm gonna be quick as possible. I know, right? But go ahead.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Right? He said, I'm gonna take away your heritage, and I'm gonna cause you to serve your enemies. Who were we serving when we got off them slave ships? All right, the white man. We were serving the white man, right? Go ahead.
In the land which thou knowest not.
And he said, we're gonna be serving our enemies in a land that we do not know. Right? So that means we were taken from a land and brought to a land that we didn't know. Right? And I'm going to keep going. Right? Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Or let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse... Let me get Deuteronomy 1 and 1, and let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Come. So, do you know about the story of Moses? Moses, he brought the people through the Red Sea and all these different things. Right? So when Moses brought the people through the Red Sea, right, he was on Mount Zion, and he said, if you keep these commandments, you'll be blessed. If you don't keep these commandments, you'll be cursed, right? And from verse 15 all the way down to 68, it goes over all the curses that you would go through. Now, we're going to use that as a proving factor to show you that that's what we go through today. And tell me if any other nation goes through that today. Okay? We're going to read some of these curses. We're not going to read all 15 through 68 verses, but we're going to go through some of them. And you can read it on your own when you get home, all right? Because this is very important, brother. This is the best information you can ever receive in your life. I'm going to tell you that right now. Right? Because this is talking about your history. Right? If you don't know who you was before, how you know where you're going next? Right? Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who did they speak to?
All Israel.
The white people was there.
All Israel.
The Arab people was there.
All Israel.
It says, these be the words who Moses spoke unto all Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Those are the children of Israel, and that's who Moses was speaking to. All right, go ahead, Cap.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
that all these curses,
All these what?
that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, brother. I'm sorry you dropped your food, brother. But hey, let me. You out of here because of that? Hey, Satan did that, man. Satan did that. That distraction took you away from the word, some food. You gonna remember that? You gonna remember that, man? It's crazy, right? It's crazy out here, man. Let me get on Zechariah 7:11. Right? It don't talk about food, but he definitely turned away his shoulder. Right? Definitely turned away his shoulder, man. You got a precept cap? Oh, okay, come. Let me get that.
This is the book of the prophet Zechariah, chapter 7 and verse 11. But they refused to hearken.
They refused to what?
But they refused to hearken.
Let me get Proverbs 1 and 22. Right? It says that they refused to hearken. Y'all refusing to listen. Right? And I know why y'all refuse to listen, because this is open. Right? If we had this down and we were selling weed, everybody would be listening. Right? Oh, I got a half for it for this. All right, I got a half an ounce for this. Right? That's the conversation that we want to hear. Right? That's the conversation. Where the food at? Where the weed at? Where the hoes at? Right? That's what y'all want to hear. Right? Y'all don't want to hear the words of the Most High, your Creator, that created the vehicle that your spirit lives in. Right? Y'all want to hear the music. Right? Y'all want to see the twerking. Right? Y'all want to see the females. You know you want to see the females, brother. You don't want to see the Bible, man. Right? What's going on, sister? Right? See? They don't give a damn. Right? Good.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, when ye love simplicity?
How long, ye simple ones, when you love simplicity? Don't y'all understand that this is all simple things, man? We going into the deep things, the complex things, the advanced things. Right? Don't you want to be a level 2 instead of level 1, man? Dang, at least level 2, learn something, man. What's going on, brother? You believe in God? Oh, okay, all praises, all praises. Can I bring out a couple verses for you before you leave? Let me give you a strong verse before you go. One verse.
Hold on. You're not always assume it's needed.
It's not needed? The verse is not needed?
No. You do not always assume the verse is needed. I may already be aligned with you, my brother.
You may be on.
I may
All right,
already
tell me
be
something
aligned
now.
with you,
Let's see where we agree on. Go ahead. Just give me one thing that if you...
No. Trust me. We agree.
We agree? What's your nationality, brother? What's your nationality, according to the Bible? You don't know?
Well, I guess you say Israel, right?
You're Israelite. We're from what tribe, brother? Right? Brothers don't want to hear it. They be like, I heard I was an Israelite, and that's it. Right? Oh, I'm above all nations? Okay, cool. I'm out of there.
You say you love Jesus, right?
Huh?
You say you love
Where?
Jesus. Right here, the elder.
Oh. That brother? Hey, what's going on, Elder? Elder with the Rasta colors on his neck. Come through, man. Let's chop it up, man. What's going on, family? Y'all believe in the Bible? What's your biblical? What would you say your biblical nationality is, King?
You said what?
What would you say your biblical nationality is? Biblical, because you know God had all these nations on the earth, right? And they always here today. If you believe in the Bible, you know they still here today, right? So what nation of people do you come from according to the Bible? If you don't know, it's cool. We can go over it right now. That's some good information, family. Can I prove it to you? 5 minutes, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28. Right? Let me get let me start with Deuteronomy. Come, go ahead.
15?
Oh, 15, come. Wait, but before we start though, do you know the story of Moses?
Not really. I wasn't raised up.
Okay, cool. So the story of Moses is this, right? What's your ethnicity? You're African American? African American. Your father's African American? Oh, say it again. Well, LOZLeeCounty. Oh, okay, that's a Native American, right? So your father's a Native American, right? So Moses got the people and he crossed them through the Red Sea. You ever heard of that before? Right? He crossed through the Red Sea and then he brought them to Mount Zion. Listen to this, brother. This is for you too, family. Right? Listen to this. I'm telling you. We all in? Oh, okay.
I was reading.
Oh, okay. Go on. So let me tell you something. So Moses got the people. He brought them through the Red Sea, brought them to Mount Zion, and he said what?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, he said it's going to come to pass. Hearken means to listen. If you don't listen to the words of the voice thy God, right?
To observe and to do all his commandments
observe and to do all his commandments, right? This is what you need to listen to. This is what we're telling you to listen to.
And the statute, which I command you this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is what he told the children of Israel, right? If you don't listen to these commandments, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. No matter where you are on the earth, you're going to still go through them curses, right? That was a contract. That was a contract that our ancient forefathers made with the Most High through Moses, right? So we're going to read some of the curses and see if this is actually us, right? And see if it's actually happening today, right? Let me get verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
They shall be upon thee for a sign. How do you know a brother represent family? He got something on. Yeah, he got something on him. He with family, right? He said these things are going to be for a sign unto you. So when people see these, be like, oh wow, he definitely has to be an Israelite because of the signs that's going on with him, right?
And for a wonder.
And people are going to be wondering, like, dang, how we the smartest, the strongest, the fastest, right? All these different things. He made all these inventions, right? But we killing each other in the streets, right? We fighting each other over stepping on the shoes, right? Go ahead.
And upon that seed forever.
And it's going to be upon our seed forever, right? So that's one thing, right? So give me verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
He said you're going to serve your enemies, right?
With the Lord shall send against thee.
And the Lord's going to send this. It's not going to be them. The Most High put it in their spirit to send it come against us, right?
In hunger.
In hunger, right? When you want to eat something, right? When you want to eat something, you have to go to Walmart, right? You got to go to Publix. Who owns Walmart or Publix? Do we own that? We don't, right? Right? Go ahead.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. When you want to drink a bottle of water, right? Who owns Dasani? Who owns Zephyr Hills? Do we own the springs, the lakes, and these different things? Right? We buy, but we're not just suppliers, right? So yeah, they may bring up some mom and pop shops here and there, but as a whole nation, that's what we're going through, right? Go ahead.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, the clothes you have on, did we make these clothes? Did we come up with the fabrics, the textiles, all these different things? These are all things of a part of being a nation. But we're going and we're buying from other nations to put on us, right? Go ahead.
And in the one of all things.
When you want a birth certificate, you have to go through them. Your social security number, they print that on you, right? Your death certificate, you get that from them. Your coffin to lay in, you get that from them, right? Everything, and one of all things, you got to go through a middleman, right? Which is your enemy, right? Go ahead. Give me verse 54.
Verse 54.
Wait, Salak, finish that.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Do you know what a yoke of iron is? Anybody got the picture, the slave picture? That chain, right? If you type yoke of iron in right now, Y-O-K-E, you're going to see the first thing is us with a chain around our neck, right? Let me see that picture. Go ahead, let me see that. Right? He said he's going to put the person that's going to come against us is going to put a yoke of iron on our neck. Who did that? There you go. There you go. It was the white man. The white man. Hey, man. So, it's history, brother. Whether it was ugly, whether it didn't look right, it's still our history, and that's what we went through. Your ancestors went through that, right? We got it easy now, right? They was on them plantations for hours. Hours, man. Your ancestors' hands was bleeding. They had little babies out there, man. They was feeding our babies to alligators. They was doing all kinds of things, man, to us, right? So we gotta actually, when they go to the AA meetings, right, and they say, the first thing they say is, I'm an alcoholic. Then they go into the things that they go into the things about themselves, right? The first thing you gotta do is be like, you gotta come to terms with your history, man. You gotta come to terms with your history, and now you gotta make it better, man. Right? Make it better. Change those generational curses that the Most High put on us. Right? Keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Until he has destroyed thee. Right? It's not destroyed physically because we're still here. We're destroyed mentally. Because if I ask you what's your nationality, you're going to tell me African and American, which is two different continents. Right? You're a Haitian, right? Which means a land of high mountains. Right? What were the Haitians called before they were brought to Haiti? They were called Africans. Africa has over 50-something continents.
I think they said the Haitians originated from the Congo.
They're from the Congo, right? But how did they get to the Congo before even that? It goes deep, man.
Africa was the motherland, right? So I thought
Africa definitely is the motherland. Right, you got a precept, Cap? Okay, come on, go ahead.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 22. Are they Hebrews? So am I.
Are they what?
Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I.
Brother, I'm trying to explain to you that you're an Israelite according to the Bible from the tribe of Levi, man, the powerful priesthood, man. And you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You know who else came from the tribe of Judah? Let me get Hebrews 7 and 13. Keep what you have too, Cap. All right, let me get that. Right, you know who else came from the tribe of Judah? I'm going to show you right now.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Sprang out of where?
Judah.
Right, so you got Christ's blood running through your veins, man. Right, that's a beautiful thing. If Moses were here today, they would call him Haitian. They would call him Zoe. Right? If John the Baptist, you know what Haitians call him son, Jean Baptiste, right? Baptiste, I don't got the correct accent, but hey, you know what I mean, right? Come on, so let's go back and finish this Deuteronomy. I'm not gonna keep y'all too much longer, man. I know y'all gotta do stuff. Come on. Now go to 54. Come on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Right, it says that we were once nice toward each other. We were tender and delicate, right? We don't mean mug each other like, what you looking at, right? They create all these things right here to look at each other crazy. The fraternities and all these different things. Like, it's crazy, man. I used to be in that, right? I used to be in a Sigma, right? I used to do all these things until I learned the history of these things, man. I learned where it comes from, right? You gotta know that you gotta know what's going on to know where you're going, man. And I didn't know. I was ignorant too. I was standing right where you are right now, family, until I actually understood. Right, go ahead.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. How many fights you know popped off just because of people looking at each other crazy? What's good, bro? You good? All of that, right? Keep reading.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And we're going to be evil towards our wives, right? We're #1 in domestic abuse, right? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are #1 in domestic abuse, right? Go ahead.
And towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And towards our children, which he shall leave. We're #1 in fatherless household, right? Did you grow up with your father? Did you grow up with your father? I ain't grow up with my father. That's a curse, man. That's put in the Bible for a reason, right? Now let's go to the heavy hitter. Give me Exodus 20 and 2.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 6 to 8.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right? So you know the story of Moses, right? You know they walked out of Egypt, right? Did they ever return in the story? Or walk back? Right? But the Most High said, I'm going to bring y'all into Egypt again. So we're going to find out what Egypt means. What is it synonymous with? Go ahead.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2.
Right, so you see that we're going to different parts of the Bible to explain the full picture. The Bible is like puzzle pieces. You can't read it from left to right and be like, oh, I know the scriptures. You got to actually connect the things from Revelation to Genesis, right? From Deuteronomy to Exodus, right? All these things have to connect to create one clear picture. Whether we don't like, whether we like it or not, right? Because there's things in here that is crazy. It says, man, we go deep, we go all day, man. It's a thick book, right? But go ahead.
God, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Right, so we let it be known. I'm the Most High, thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, right? Go ahead.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of where?
Out of the house of bondage.
Right, so what is Egypt synonymous with? With bondage. Because what were we doing there? We were slaves. Just like in America here, we were slaves. Right? So let's see what he said. He said he's going to bring us back into Egypt again. What?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How we going to get there?
With ships.
How we got to America?
With ships.
How we got to Jamaica?
With ships.
How we got to Haiti?
With ships.
How we got to the Bahamas?
With ships.
How we got to Brazil?
With ships.
How we got to different parts of Africa?
With ships.
How we got to Spain?
With ships.
How we got to the four corners of the earth?
With ships.
That's not what happened.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. You got to come back to your heritage, man. This is your true heritage. Because if I ask you what's the heritage of the black man today, what would you tell me, man? See? You got to come back, man. Keep reading this.
By the way I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We'll never see our homeland again, right? Because you said, man, he was in the Congo, shoot, I mean, we were somewhere in Africa, one of them places, man.
And there you shall be
You
sold.
shall be what?
And there you shall be sold.
When he got off them slave ships in Haiti, who we sold to? The French, right? When we got into America, who we sold to? The Europeans, man. But God already prophesied this thousands of years ago because we disobeyed the contract, right? We went null and void, right? He gave us the contract and we balled it up and threw it in the garbage, man, right? And that's why this is happening right now. Everybody like, oh, how are we going to wake up black people? Oh, how are we going to get everybody to get together, man, be one again, right? We got to come back to this, man, the original thing, man, the thing that grandma got holding up the table. Right? But the thing is, church and all these different places, they messed these religions, man, they messed everything up. But the Bible stays the same. All right?
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
We're going to be sold unto our enemies. Again, we read that earlier in another verse, right?
For bondmen
For bondmen
and bondwomen.
and bondwomen, which means slave man and slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
No man's going to redeem you out of this. Right? Not Marcus Garvey, not Martin Luther King, right? Not Malcolm X, none of them. But Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? So let me ask you a question. Who's this guy right here? Yeah, this is the last thing before you go. Who's this guy right here? The white guy? Yeah. That ain't Jesus?
That's the son of the person who painted the picture of Jesus.
God, y'all know something, right? So can I prove to you that he's actually supposed to be a black man?
Oh, nah, I know that because I was reading that, but I also knew it. In Revelations, it did say that Jesus had like.
Come on,
like,
brother.
hair like wool.
Come on, brother.
I was like,
Right? What other people have woolly hair? Come on, man. Let's read that real quick before they go. Right? But before we get into this, if these things happen to our people, right, and that was written thousands of years ago that these things would happen, what would that make us? Those same people that he was speaking to. Right? Yeah, we're the kids, man. We was in our ancient forefathers.
You know what I mean? When that happened, so you was a part of that contract because you was in the testicles as well.
Right? So you was a part of that already without you even knowing, before you even was born on the earth, because it came from generation to generation until now. So it's up to you to uphold that now, right? Because 2/3 of our people are going to be killed out here. That's what the Bible says, right? This place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Right? You've seen it do it, right? But the Bible already let us know. The Bible warned us already. Only way, how are you going to escape a nuclear bomb? Where are you going to go? The only way to get out of this is through the Most High, man. He's going to make a way. That's why the slaves, they sang that song, "Swing low, sweet chariots." Come and grab us, man. The chariots of the Most High. The angels' vehicles come and grab us right before the missiles touch down. That's the only way you're going to get out here, brother. Right? Go ahead.
Revelation 1:1, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servant things that must shortly come to pass.
Right? So the root word of revelation means to reveal. So he's going to reveal things onto us, right? Let's see what he reveals.
And he sent and sanctified it by the angels unto his servant John. Verse 14. Verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Right? So in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks, there is one like unto the Son of Man. Let me get that poster, brother. Let me get that poster. The water. Right? There was one like unto the Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man? Yeah, who's the Son of Man? Adam, try again. What you got, brother?
Son of Man?
Mm-hmm. Who's given the title the Son of Man? If y'all don't know, I'll ask it for you.
What are you talking about?
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
I'm not going to. I was thinking Jesus. I was thinking Jesus, but I was like, how Jesus said it, Son of Man, Son of God.
All right, God, it's all good, family. All right, go ahead, read it again, Cap.
And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So it says he has a garment down to the foot, right? You see all that? See all that, man? You see how people talk to each other, man? Crazy. Right, go ahead.
About the belt with a golden girdle.
Right, and he had a golden girdle, like a WrestleMania belt, like a shield, like a warrior, right? Go ahead.
His head and his hair were white like wool.
Right, so we got color and texture. That's strike one. This is not white and it's not woolly. It's nasty dog hair, right? Right, go ahead.
As white as snow.
As white as snow, right? Go ahead.
And his eyes were like a flame of fire.
Right, he had red eyes, that's strike 2. He usually has blue eyes, dark eyes, but it says his eyes are red when he comes back. Right, go ahead.
And his feet.
And his feet, right? We know that the top of our feet is the same color as the rest of our body. Right, go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
All right, what's the color of brass? Like brown, right? Like a little light brown, right? Go ahead.
As if it burned in a furnace.
Right, so if you throw that brass in a fiery furnace, what color is it going to turn? Black. So he blacker than Wesley Snipes, man. Right? So who is this guy then? Right? Just like you said. Right? So if this ain't the real Christ, man, I want y'all to slap this picture, man. Yeah, slap that picture, man. Yeah. Step on it, man. Step on that picture, man. Yeah, step on that picture. There you go. Hallelujah. Let's clap it up for the brothers, man. Hallelujah. All praises, man. So let me ask you a question before y'all leave, right? What's your biblical nationality? Because that was the first question in the beginning.
Nationality is that Israelite.
You're an Israelite. That's right, brother. What's your biblical nationality, brother?
I'm a son of God.
Come on, brother, you got it.
I'm a Christian.
That's a religion, brother. You just said it.
Oh, Levi?
There you go, man. You got it. You get in there, brother. Try to believe I work. They'll work with you, family. Right? They'll bring the sense of family. Right? So kind. All right, family. It was good talking to you, King. You have any questions? You have any questions before I go? Or before y'all go? Black businesses? Oh, of course. We know uplift the black businesses, but not right now while we doing. It's the Sabbath day. You know what? I didn't even get to tell y'all about the Sabbath day. Right? Okay, good.
Okay. So then I understand at the night of Friday, all the way until the night of Saturday, you're not allowed to buy or work too hard. Yeah.
All right, so the 7 disadvantages, they got a lot of things right, but the things that they have wrong is our nationality. They don't tell you nothing about being an Israelite. They say God love everybody, right, and that's it. But we know that the Most High is for Israel, man. When Christ was walking the earth, he was for Israel. Let me get that real quick, the class. Let me get Matthew 15 and 24, real quick, man. Let me get John 4 and 22, real quick. Just to prove to y'all that when Christ was on the earth, he only came for us and nobody else, man. Read up a little higher, Con, the water family.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 21. And Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon.
Right, so this is the concept. I'm trying to create the visual for you because the words, sometimes you don't really, it just fly past you. Christ is walking around, right, and he has his disciples with him. On the coast of Tyre and Sidon, he's walking, just strolling away, right, go ahead.
And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast.
Right, so out of nowhere, a woman from another nation, from the land of Canaan, came to that same coast, right, go ahead.
And cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord.
Right, so she said, have mercy on me, O Lord. Right, what do you think Christ should have done next after that when she said, have mercy on me? What do you think he should have done? What do you think he's going to do next? Like, if you could do a prediction before we read the next verse, what do you think he's going to do next when a woman is asking him, the woman of Canaan is asking him to have mercy? He's going to give her grace? All right, come on, let's see what the Bible says. Go ahead.
Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil.
Right, she said her daughter is grievously vexed with an unclean spirit. Right, go ahead.
But he answered her not a word.
What did he do?
But he answered her not a word.
That's sweet Jesus, man.
But he answered her not a word.
I thought God loved everybody.
But he answered her not a word.
Why do you ignore her? Let's see.
But he answered her not a word. And the disciples came beside him, saying, send her away.
What?
Send her away.
Hey, all the disciples said, man, get out of here, man.
Send her away, for she cried after us.
For she cried after us. Right? I thought, man, you see all the other times in the Bible when our people came and cried, he healed them. A lady touched the hem of his garment, she got healed off of that. Right? But why is he ignoring her? Let's see.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Who else?
The house of Israel.
That gotta be somebody else, man.
The house of Israel.
What about the Arabs, man? The Chinese, man?
The house of Israel.
What about the white people, man?
The house of Israel.
Like you said, he's not sent to anybody else but the house of Israel, man. They ain't teach you that in 7 Disadvantages, brother. They don't teach you the Bible, brother. You gotta take the whole Bible. You can't take just parts of it, man. Right? You can tell me to go anywhere in the scripture. I'm gonna try my best to explain it to you with another scripture. Right? Because I gotta see the clear picture. I gotta put the puzzle pieces together and see the clear picture. Come on. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 6, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
He said, don't go to the other nations, man. The Gentiles are synonymous with the other nations for the most part, right? Our people were called Gentiles because they live like Gentiles too, right? Go ahead.
And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He said, go rather into the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? Don't go to these other nations and try to convert them or do none of that. Focus on our own first. Right? So let me get that John 4:22, and that'll be my last precept.
Well, actually, Ecclesiastes 12:13. Yeah.
The book of John, chapter 4 and verse 22.
Get out.
Ye worship ye know not what.
Right? People out here, they say, oh, praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Right? Doing all that stuff, right? Right? Speaking all kind of mumbo jumbo, Hakuna Matata, all that stuff. But they don't know what they're really worshiping, man. They ain't worshiping the person that's in this book, Bible. They're worshiping another man that made that up. Right? Talking about they speaking in tongues. What y'all saying? Where's the translator? Right? Go ahead. We know what we worship. The apostle said we know what we worship. Right? And you got to know what you worship today, brothers. You got to, if you believe in the Bible, you have to know what you're worshiping, man. Right? We don't worship 7 Disadvantages. We don't worship Christianity. We don't worship none of those religions, but we worship the Most High through His Son Yahushua, man, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Right? Keep going.
For salvation is of the Jews.
It's of who?
Of the Jews.
I thought it was for everybody.
Of the Jews.
I thought salvation was for everybody.
Of the Jews.
And that's what the Bible says. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what he's saying. He's just reading it, man. That's what a true prophet does. He comes and read the book, man. Right? Come on. So let me get Ecclesiastes 13. That'll be my last precept, man. I appreciate y'all brothers coming and listening. I hope y'all was edified and learned some new things, man. But y'all got to go and study on your own. Right? And if the brothers gave you a flyer, right? If they gave you a flyer, you can be able to look it up and go further deep into it, man. Right? Talk about World War III, all these different things, right? Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
I see that this is the conclusion of the whole matter. Brothers ask like, oh, what's the meaning of life? Why am I here? Right? How did I randomly just get put here? Right? The Most High explained it right here.
Fear God.
Right? Fear God. Does that mean to just be scared of Him? It means to respect Him. Right? Respect what He says. Right? Just like your father. Your father told you something, you're like, man, I don't want my father to be on me if I don't do this. That's the type of fear you got to have for the Most High. Right? Just as much as you fear your father, you got to fear the Most High as well. Right? Go ahead.
Fear God and keep His commandments.
And keep His commandments. Right? We ain't tell y'all no commandments. Right? But that's very important. You got to fear God and keep His commandments. Right? One of His commandments is not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. Right? Because you already know pork is killing us. You already know all these bottom feeders is killing us, giving us these cancers. That's good. But you can eat seafood that has fins and scales. You gotta have fins and scales. Right? If it does not have fins and scales, it's not clean. Right? The Most High told us not to eat it. Like salmon. You said what? Duck doesn't have fins and scales. Does duck have fins? They don't have fins. Those are the feet. The web feet, but that's not scale. That's not fins and scales, right? So you can't eat duck. You can eat chicken. You can eat salmon. They have fins. You can eat snapper. All these different things have fins and scales. Y'all get where I'm coming from, right? No pork, right? You can eat turkey, right? You can't eat pork because pork they'll eat their own selves. They eat pigs. Yeah, that thing is terrible for you, man. But come on, go ahead, Cap.
Fear God and keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
Right, this is your whole duty on the earth, man. Keep reading that, Cap.
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
Right, He said He's going to bring every work into judgment, right, when He comes back.
With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right, whether it be good or evil, He's going to bring everything and weigh the balance with you, man. Right, so let's get on the good side with the Most High and not on the bad side, right? He giving you a chance, man. You ain't stop here for no reason, family. All right, man, I love you, man.
Oh, brother, man. Malachi, you ready there, man?
make ready for war.
The Bible said that what you're going to hear what? Wars and rumors of wars. Okay? America just dropped the bomb on Israel.